In 656 CE, the first Islamic caliphate's reign spanned from North Africa all the way to Central Asia. However, the caliphate's third ruler and caliph, Uthman, was very unpopular. When Uthman decided to depose the popular governor of Egypt, protesters from Egypt marched to his capital Medina to consult with the caliph. After negotiation, these protesters decided to return home. However, on their way back, they came into contact with a letter marked by Uthman's seal calling for the unaliving of their leaders. Though it's almost for certain that this letter wasn't written by Uthman himself, the protesters decided to return to Medina, where they then besieged Uthman's home and then proceeded to unalive him inside of it. Uthman was then succeeded by Muhammad's cousin and son-in-law, Ali, who'd come to face scrutiny for his decision not to punish Uthman's killers. It was this decision not to trial Uthman's killers that led many across the empire to grow suspicious of Ali, especially Uthman's cousin, Muawiyah, governor of Syria. Placing the blame on Ali, an army rallied around Muhammad's third wife, Aisha. Where at the Battle of the Camel in modern-day Iraq, Ali's forces defeated Aisha's, and it was agreed that Aisha would be allowed to retire in Medina. Ali still, however, had to worry about Muawiyah, who was still the governor of Syria and was also in open revolt against his rule. The two would meet each other in Syria at the Battle of Siffin, where the result was arbitration. Both men agreed to divide the caliphate between the two. However, not everyone was happy about this agreement. A sect called the Kharijites emerged to oppose both Ali and Muawiyah. You see, the Kharijites believed that wars could not be settled through arbitration. Rather, they were supposed to be settled by God through battle. In arbitrating with Muawiyah and giving up almost half of the caliphate in return, the Kharijites believed that Ali had lost his right to rule as caliph. In 661, while Ali was in the Great Mosque of Kufa, a Kharijite assassinated him while he was praying. The Kharijites also tried to assassinate Muawiyah too. However, this attempt failed. With his rival out of the picture, Muawiyah then marched on Ali's capital of Kufa and then proclaimed himself caliph of the United Caliphate. To prevent any dynastic threats from forming around Ali's son Hasan, Muawiyah agreed to ensure Hasan's safety and retirement. However, Hasan died much younger of poison. It is more than likely that Hasan's poisoning was likely ordered by Muawiyah. Having consolidated power around his clan, the Umayyad clan, Muawiyah was able to usher in the Umayyad dynasty, which would rule the caliphate for approximately 90 years.